played this record as frequently as
1,
possible.
2, 3, 4.
Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my
I don't chase money. Money's too fast. That's why I stay with the sun like Steve Nash. And I've been purchased by the blood with no cash. The devil's so sad, he looking at me so mad. Yeah, I was lost, but now I'm found. Nemo, and I thank the Lord for taking all my whips. Repo, yeah, he took the weight up off my shoulders. Kilo then got snatched the chain up off my neck. Devo.
Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, Leggo, my ego. Leggo,
I just wanted to be seen, wanted to be heard like Jesus. Geek is taking over. Revenge of the nerd. I live life without a plan or a consequence, cause it was my will to be a fresh prince. I cried out for change, hoping it would make sense. I didn't need a beat, take 6, cause sin ain't nothing for you to play with and not to be celebrated. Banquet. Hey, so please let go your ego, cause God's watching us through the sky like a peephole, looking at us people like, I got a lot of he's, but I don't really have enough heroes. Money, cars, and girls, that's what the world is slaving after. Trying to get back to the roots like, yes, a master. Trying to move forward, I ain't got no time for moving backwards, so put me back in place like a chiropractor.
Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, 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 my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego. Leggo, my ego.
Galatians 1 and 10, I ain't out to please people, and my ego's a no game, I don't play. Calico, vision much clearer, the Lord is who I fear. Holy Spirit feels, so when I think of what he did, bruh, I tear up. I become broken, humble heart open. I just wanna know him, not just on my clothing, a Sunday motion, or when I'm on stage I hear my name instead of his, I'm self-exalted, insulting his name. Who knew salt could be plain, just a straw in the flame, cause it's blood ain't in my veins. Wearing ego like a pico, I'm juice like Tampico. Headed giant, call me Frisco. Oh, you hot Tapatio. Copy Jesus, call me Kiko. Don't look back to sin like TiVo. Yeah, I killed my alter ego, cause the Lord I wanna see more. Falling short like the Vito. Give me chariots of fire, that's Ruth on Elijah, that took him to Messiah.